big partners, I know they're partnered with Binance, stuff like that. They really start pushing stuff. The multi-billion-dollar market cap is definitely there. The multi-billion-dollar market cap is definitely possible, which could lead to, you know, huge gains on this. 50x plus is easily attainable if they get the right narrative behind them for ACH. Let's sip my coffee. ASM, just like every coin on the day chart and short-term time frame, are topping out. Yeah, getting rejected at the 382 right here at 23. The possibility of going down to 1.5 is still on the table here for ASM, so I'd be very cautious of that. The possibility of this going down to 1.5 and hitting that prior support. You can see that 1.5, that 236 level was a resistance back here in 2022. It was a support area for us in 2024. So the possibility of something like that is definitely at play to confirm that double bottom, and then we can start rallying higher. But like I mentioned, if we look at the weekly time frame's looking fantastic. Stock RSI just crossed over. Every time we bottomed out here, we've gone straight vertical. But like I mentioned, these long-term time frames, excuse me, they take a while to play out. But everything's looking fantastic on the long term. You have the MACD that's gearing up to crossover. The RSI is looking good. WTX is looking good. Just in the short term, we might see a little bit more price volatility before we start heading to those higher price ranges for ASM. But I think ASM is gonna be a good one. I played around with ASM last bull run, made some decent. Oh, they changed it to Assemble AI. I remember when it was just called Assemble Protocol. Yeah, $35 million market cap, dude. This thing could easily run if it has the right narrative behind it. It looks like all the coins are in circulation too, which is fantastic. It means they can't dilute the market on you. All-time high was 64 cents last bull run. All-time low was 6 cents last bull run. So 6 cents, right? But here it says 25, so. Oh, yeah, right here. Assemble Protocol has rebranded as Assemble AI. Says it right there. But overall, man, every coin we've looked at, the weekly chart's looking geared up. And I went over at the beginning of the video how close alt season is and why alt season is knocking on the door. Like right here, this is our altcoin. This is our altcoin season right here. And the charts are primed. Every time we bombed out here, we've gone straight vertical. We're gearing up for that, guys. You know, we have the total market cap excluding BTC getting ready to rip. We have the Bitcoin dominance topping out here on the weekly chart. With Bitcoin dominance falls, that's fantastic for your altcoins, and you can see it's very toppy. We're at a high. Every time we've been up here on the Bitcoin dominance, we've seen heavy retracement. We're gearing up for that blue crossing over the orange. So Bitcoin dominance could retrace back down to 57%, which means altcoins would absolutely rip. RSI is high, WTX is high on that, which is awesome. I like it when the Bitcoin dominance is high because 99% of people who watch this and are in crypto don't even hold Bitcoin. You know, they're looking for those the big gainers. So the Bitcoin dominance falls is good for your altcoins. We have the government bonds. The government bonds are starting to look good as well, which is good for crypto. We have the CME futures. went over this at the beginning. Every time we've entered these time valley gaps, these are time valleys. Every time we've entered a valley, we've gone vertical. Going all the way back to 2018, guys. Every time we've entered a valley here, you know, we entered a valley here, went vertical, 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 entered a valley right here, went vertical, and now we're entering a valley here at the end of April, beginning of May. And like I mentioned, the mania phase, the fun part is when we get over this middle line right here, which this next bullish impulse that we're gearing up for should send us above this medium line and should send us way higher. So we are knocking on the door for that, guys. This chart, I've gone over this chart for multiple years. I've had this chart drawn, and it's just crazy how powerful this chart is and how accurately it's been playing out. You know, you have the same amount of time frames. We're getting close to that bullish impulse phase there. The DXY is absolutely free falling, which is awesome. US dollar falls, crypto goes up. The weekly time frame unfortunately has bottomed out for that. So hopefully it continues to fall. But nonetheless, here we did break below the 382. And if you go further down the fib line, we did break below the 618. So we want the DXY to fall. That's good for your crypto. And then the big one, you have your stablecoin dominance. Stablecoin dominance means the amount of people that are in stablecoins. And if we look on the weekly time frame, people are getting out of stablecoins and back into the market. Here we have the MACD, which is falling, which is great to see. The RSI is falling, the WTX is topped out, and big thing stock RSI topped out, and it's starting to free fall, which is awesome. It means people are getting out of the stable coins, people are getting back into crypto, and it's just all these charts added up over here just signify that the next big phase, you know, the final phase of the bull run, the part where people make generational wealth, is at the very, very start. This is what people are in crypto for, guys. The short period of time where you can make some generational wealth. And all these indicators are kind of showing that that is knocking on the door right now. So J Crypto, can you look at Arrow and Well? Yeesh. Aerodrome, oh yeah, I used to chart Arrow all the time. Aerodrome Finance up 4.8%, 41 cents, $336 million market cap, infinite max supply with 807 million coins in circulation. Wow. Imagine if you would have got that. I think this was an airdrop though. All-time high was 4 months ago. You're down 82% from that. If you look at the chart, we're on the 1 hour. I don't want the 1 hour. 1 day chart. This is big. This is big, guys. Hopefully you guys were able to pick this up at the 382. Oh shoot, because that was a pretty heavy retracement that we had here, bouncing off that 382, starting to rally higher. Fortunately, like all the other coins, the day chart is a little toppy right now. And if we look at the down, did we break the downtrend? Nah, dang, dude. Yeah, we didn't break the downtrend yet either. But if you look at the weekly time frame, this song sucks. What are we listening to? Yeah, weekly time frame, just like everything else, is gearing up for that big altcoin push. MACD, holy crap, you guys went way down there on the MACD. Yeah, MACD's been more bullish than bearish since March. Stock RSI completely reset, starting to go vertical. So it's coming, guys. It's coming. And then you can see this big M that happened, the big double top, and that big M is finally complete. I think in the long term, the main area you need to focus on is 62 cents. You get over 62 cents, and that's going to be when we start going absolutely parabolic. For Aerodrome Finance, I wouldn't be shocked at all if it went up to $5.45. Now, the all-time high in this is only $2.32. So I think $5 plus is easily attainable for this, especially with a small market cap of only $336 million. So perfect buy and hold opportunity, in my personal opinion. For the intraday traders, I think we might see some more price volatility, but for you long-term holders, it's looking great. It's looking great for you long-term holders. Like I mentioned, I think the bull run topped end of November, or end of October, beginning of November this year, which is only a couple months away. It's only a couple months away. So a couple more, a little bit longer, and we should start just printing. How high can ASM go? Did I not say that? I wouldn't be surprised if it touched 63 to 75 cents, possibly $1. Do you see it hitting 41? Oh yeah, easily. I easily see it during like the hypermania phase of the bull run, going up to the 1618 and topping out somewhere in here, or the 1236 and topping out in there. Moonwell has recently migrated from the old contract to the new contract. For more information, blah, blah, blah. So Moonwell, 1.52 cents, very small market cap of only 74 million. The circulating supply of 3.3 out of 5. All-time high was 29